John 18:26. Lege heis ekton doulon tu archireos, sungenes on hu apekapsen Petras ta otion, uk ego se edan into capo metautu. We continue to see Peter here interrogated by the others around the fire. We read, one of the servants of the high priest, I'm going to go real literal here, being a relative of he whom Peter cut off the ear, or perhaps the outer ear, or portion of the ear, says, this is what the guy said, notice this is a narrative or historical present, he said to him, and he asked him a question, actually, and it begins with uk, which the normal pattern, of course, context is most important, but when a rhetorical question begins with u or uk, usually it's showing that the speaker thinks the answer is yes, this is the case. He says, so this speaker, the servant of the high priest, says, I saw you. Didn't I see you in the garden with him, that is, with Jesus? And Paul, yeah, I think I did. I saw you in the garden with Jesus, didn't I? Let's take a look here for a moment at a few interesting forms. Let's take a look at this ta otion. Of course, the normal word for ear is taus, to otas, that is a third declension noun. You can see we have the root right there, that ot root, and then we have the diminutive ending. So technically this is a diminutive, but we wouldn't translate it, Peter cut off the little ear, maybe the outer ear, or we realize that many times diminutive forms can, over time, begin to be used interchangeably with the non-diminutive original form. So maybe it just means ear. It doesn't imply anything about the size or portion of the ear. Let's look at one other thing. Let's look at this apekapsen. So even if you don't know what that is, or you're let's say you're a little shaky on it, you see a ps, you say, I think a sigma was added in there, and there's an augment after my prepositional prefix. So I have an augment, I have a sigma, that's going to be an aorist. It's an aorist active indicative. That's a third-person singular ending to match the third-person singular subject, Peter. Peter cut off. This is from the verb apokopto. And when we write that out, we say, oh yes, that we do remember that does begin with a prepositional prefix. So the augment is going to come here, and we see how a sigma has combined in here to be a ps.